onfiretv.com for live top stories, breaking news, and original shows. On Fire TV is a streaming network for a generation on the move.
Welcome back. You may Dominic K in here, of course. The DominiCShow.com, on fire-tv.com, on Fire Plus. Man, it's so much going on, right? So much going on, so much that I want to get into. We're going to talk about a subject here in Baltimore that it really has been an ongoing discussion, an ongoing debate here in Baltimore. What am I talking about? I am talking about the Squeegee kids, the Squeegee workers, the Squeegee folks that you can find at many intersections in Baltimore. It is generally a population of young people, mostly young black males in Baltimore. And Baltimore, for the longest time, has been at war with the Squeegee kids, the Squeegee folks. Now, they are often demonized. The Squeegee kids are often demonized like they're some big gang. They're not a gang. They're not some, just crime outfit. It is usually not the way that people portray it. Most people always say, "What are you going to do? What are you doing about the Squeegee kids?" Unfortunately, there was recently a loss of life that happened, and we're going to talk about that. And it's election season, so you're going to hear a lot of politicians talk about what they're going to do about the Squeegee kids, and they're going to bring the hammer down on the Squeegee kids. Like, this is the big problem in the city. And I just so much. I think that ultimately what we have is a cultural difference. Culturally, some folks don't know how to talk to people. Don't know how to talk to people. And a lot of this stems from a lot of the problems. Because you hear about they kicked this person's car, they hit this car, they did this, they did that, right? And a lot of times people don't know how to speak to people, right? Now, you may look down on the, and I'm talking about our white folks out there, right? You may look down on a person that's on the corner doing squeegee work, right? But that doesn't give you the right to disrespect them, and it doesn't give them the right to disrespect you either, right? But it's all in what you say. So we're gonna talk about that and how to interact with folks. How do you interact with folks? And so, I'm opening Instagram here. So that is what is going on. All right. So with that being said, if you live in Baltimore, you have encountered squeegee kids, squeegee workers, folks on the corner trying to offer you services, whether it is cleaning your window, whatever it is, juice, water, help us get our band to the championships, all kind of stuff. We're going to talk about that. We're going to do this, take a quick break. We're going to come back and get this Instagram set up, and then we're going to come on the screen here at On Fire Plus, the Dominic K Show. Be back right after this. Welcome back. Welcome back. You may Dominic in here, of course. You know, we're talking about Squeegee. We're talking about the Squeegee folks, and you know, a lot of people angry. A lot of people are upset, and I think that what we have is a failure to communicate. Nobody is without fault. Nobody is without fault, right? And shout out to those that are watching us on IG. Shout out to y'all. We're talking about Squeegee kids in Baltimore. Squeegee kids in Baltimore. Those that for those that are out of town, but I mean, you know, depending on where you live at, this might be something that you encounter. You have folks who may be disconnected from school or disconnected from what many call conventional employment, right? Working a regular job. And so you find many people, young black males, almost exclusively young black males on the corner at many of Baltimore's busiest intersections. And what are they doing? It's a bunch of them, you know what I mean? And they have those, for the longest time, I didn't even know what those things were called. But they have squeegees. They want to clean your windows. And do they do a good job cleaning your windows? Most of the time they don't. It's not really about that. You know, we have throughout this country panhandlers, folks that are asking you for money. They're not doing anything to get the money. They're just, you know, let me get $1, help me out. I'm homeless, doing bad, down on my luck. Any bit helps. They're not doing any function for you. They're just asking you to donate to their cause, right? And so you have that happen. What the Squeegee kids do is they try to do something. It's sort of like many of the items that you find at the dollar store. Not something that you need, but it costs $1 and maybe it's a bargain, so you do it, right? They don't do necessarily a good job. And it's not really about that. It is about they are trying to get some money. They're trying to get some money, and these youngsters can be found cleaning your windshield. Sometimes it's raining outside. I'm like, yo, why is fam out here now? It's raining, right? But you know, there's a pride factor there too, because you know they want you to give them money, but they also want to try to work for it as well, and you got to respect that. Here's the problem now. Sometimes if you're not of the culture, you don't know how to talk to people. You ever had a white person on your job that says something, and you know one of the ladies on the job or somebody else on the job, like who they think they talking to, right? You know, they'll just say something. They'll just sound real crazy, right? And sometimes culturally, even though we're all Americans, culturally, the hood and the suburbs communicate differently. Sometimes folks who grew up in the inner city or moved in the inner city, had a lot of people that they know in the inner city, interacted with folks in the inner city, black people, Spanish people, you know what I mean? Now, of course, there's going to be some random white person say, I grew up in this, I know, you know, and that may be true. I'm talking about the people that don't know. Some folks are scared when these guys come up, right? And they're aggressive, right? But here's the thing. You got to be aggressive to make money. They're just going to sit back, just kick back. You know, you got a lot of, panhandlers that just sit back holding the sign. They're not too aggressive. No, they're not really even making eye contact with you. They usually don't get a lot of money because they're playing back too far, right? They don't seem like they really want it. They're trying to pull on your heartstrings. And the Squeegee kids, what they tend to do is be a little bit more Baltimore. I call it more Baltimore, more aggressive, more hip hop, right? More in your face. And if you know how to maneuver, if you know how to talk to people, you can say no, right? Plenty of times, I would say 60% of the times I say no, right? I never want them to clean my windows because I don't think they do a good job. Now, if I have extra money, if I got $1 sitting around somewhere that I can reach, yeah, sometimes I'll give it to them. But I usually don't want them to touch my window. No, I don't clean my window. But here, take this. You know what I mean? Have a good one. Right? I'll do that. Right? But there's plenty of times, I say 6 times out of 10, I will say no and not give them any money. But they ain't disrespect. I'm not disrespecting them. They're not disrespecting me. They say, hey, clean your window. I'm like, no, I'm good. And they may say, you got $1. Can you give us a little something? And I'll be like, oh no, I ain't got it. Man. And they be like, all right, cool. Have a good one. Have a nice day. Da 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 da. God bless you. All kind of stuff, right? I ain't get away from my car. Don't you touch my window. I ain't talking to them like that. Our interactions are just cool. So, and there's plenty of times where I still say, no, I'm good on the window, but I'll give them something, right? Plenty of times I do that. But the interaction is always respectable. The interaction is always cool. I've never had any problems. I talked to my father about this earlier. He said he's never had any problems. Same thing with him. Same scenario. My mother said the same thing. She never had any problems either, right? And this is the thing. You take. It's not about the squeegee kids, right? Because these kids, young men, whatever, they're also in the. It's not just like they're just made and they're only on the corner, doing squeegee work, right? They're out, they're in the mall, they're in the store, they're in the gas station. You're going to interact with folks, right? And it's how you talk to people, right? Let's say that you bumped in. So squeegee kid is not. Let's say you meet him in Walmart, you bumped into him, right? If you say you bumping into me the situation can be escalated easily. So it's not only about them being on the corner; it's about interacting, conflict resolution, and how you talk to people. And if you have this energy, like you're looking down on the person, talking to white people, you're looking down on them and you talking to them crazy. It's a bunch of them. They feel empowered, right? And they feel embarrassed. And so they come back at you. They do something dumb, kick your car, hit you, say something to you, say something crazy, and you have a potential for a situation to get out of hand, right? And now I'm not going to just, I'm not just going to just be their attorneys only. I'm not going to say that they are aggressive, but in their defense, they have to be aggressive or else they're not going to make no money. So it's about balancing. Usually these kids, they're kids to the people driving by. They're usually young enough to be your children. So let's pretend that this is the fireman that's on the corner, right? The same people that don't give money to squeegee kids, talk to them crazy, are the same people that when the firefighters are out there with their boots, right? They had their boots and they walking around the corner, doing the same thing the squeegee kids do, except for they ain't cleaning your windows. They just got their panhandling, they got their boots. Oh, raise the money for the fire station. The same people that come down on the squeegee kids are the same people that give money to the fire department or if it's the police department. They'll do that, right? Oh, no problem. Let's back the blue. Let's give them $1, $5, $20, right? Now, they be in the middle of the street, you ain't blowing your horn, acting all crazy, right? I'm talking to white people because that's who be giving money to the fire department for the most part when they out there, right? Let's put that same hat on because I don't want to talk to y'all like y'all stupid because y'all know what y'all doing. You look down on these kids and you talk to them crazy. Now, the kids, on the other hand, like they can tone it down a bit too. But I'm just saying a lot of things get out of hand because we don't know how to talk to people and people disrespect people because you think you're looking down on them. We got to work on that. That's how we get some of these situations. So I heard through Vignaraja, who I hope to have on the show later on this week, through Vignaraja, who is running for Baltimore City State's attorney, talk real greasy about the squeegee kids. And he's going to say he ain't talking greasy about them. He's going to say he's not. I'm saying he is. Right? He's going to, if he gets elected, he said he wants to drop the hammer on the squeegee kids. I'm going to come down on the squeegee kids in 3 months. I'm going to lock them all up. I'm going to press charges on them. Police going to come and take all their squeegees and take their water and dump their water out. And he's going to do all this kind of stuff. He's talking, right? He said that, and I am going, like I said, I've reached out and we're going to work it out. I'm going to have him on the show so we can talk about it. But I don't agree with this strategy. Right? I don't agree with this strategy. This is a political strategy. It is election time, and so he's talking that kind of talk, right? And so we're going to talk about it, but you're going to have politicians say that, right? They are not ever going to be able to stop people from being on the corner. Let me just say that you're not going to be able to stop it. It happens in every town around the country. You're not going to stop it. You can move it from another corner. I mean, it's not going to happen, right? He's just talking. But this conversation, the conversation is a bigger thing because Baltimore seems to be at war with the squeegee kids. What's the translation? Baltimore is at war with young black males, young black men. And they are being scapegoated for politically charged rhetoric. And the translation is they're talking about young black men. That's what we're talking about. Young black men. So let's look at some of the folks. Okay, so Shaquana saying that she does not see negative that everyone is saying that they get from it. They're always respectful to me. So I agree with her. And Phil says he agrees. They can be mean. I mean, anybody can be mean, right? They're men. Okay, sorry, it's not men, not me. They're men. All right, that's cool. And Field says that they're not worried about everyone being on the corner. They're worried about selected permanent underclass. Oh, Fields has hit the nose, hit the nail right on point. They're not. Let's not act like they're trying to clean up your community. All right, they're targeting young black males. Now, here's the thing: that they need to go to the gas station or work at this place or work at that place. Okay, they don't want to do that. They wanted to get a job. Whatever you're talking about, they would have did it, right? They know how to walk. They know how to work a computer. They can fill out the application if that's what they wanted to do, right? They trying to get money. How they want? They're not. What law are they breaking? Because I see, as I said, I see firefighters. I see police officers. What did you call it? All kind of panhandlers asking for money the same way. We see the marching bands. We see, different people in front of Walmart. I see people in front of Walmart asking me to buy stuff, give them money, all that kind of stuff. Are we going to eliminate that as well? Oh, no. Only the young black males, right? Got you. I mean, let's call it what it is. Call it what it is. So we got these politicians, as I said, talking greasy. And so through Vic Naraja says he's going to end the Squeegee Workers. Okay, he's going to end the Squeegee. All right. Okay. Let's focus on the real issues. Now, is through Vic Naraja going to end the Squeegee kids on Greenmount, or is he only talk about it in other areas? He probably doesn't go on Greenmount too much anymore. And I don't want us to target young black males, right? You have interactions, and yes, we're going to get into the tragedy that happened and where someone lost their life. We're going to talk about this tragic incident that happened. Now there were some eyewitness accounts. There's some camera footage. We're going to see, but ultimately, what we do know is that a motorist, an adult, parked his car, grabbed a baseball bat, and swung it at a group of Squeegee workers. This is an adult. I said it was an adult, right? This is an adult. Man, look, fam, you are a grown man. It is not 1970. It's not 1980. It's not even 1990. Like, what are you doing with this bat, right? What do you think is going to happen when you do? I guess he thought everybody was going to run, and that is not what happened. He was shot by someone in the group. One of the Squeegee kids, somebody in the group shot him. He later died. Now, there is a lot to unpack about this. We don't have all of the details, but of course, everybody thinks that they know, right? The only facts that we know is this. Here's the fact that we know. He did not give them any money, and they did not clean his window. That's the only thing that we know for sure. These kids were probably in fear for their lives. Now, I know that they're not police officers, and they're not going to get a pass for that. I know this. They didn't shoot him 60 times, right? So I'm just saying. But as an adult, like, I was in Dallas when this happened, and I didn't get a lot of details of it, but I knew automatically this was a white person. I knew it automatically. Why did he get out the car? Hey, this is an adult getting out the car. Like, I'm gonna show these young kids. I'm gonna show these young whippersnappers. Right? That just he wasn't thinking clearly. I don't know whether he was having a bad day. I don't know whether or not he had a lot of things going on in his life, and whatever the interaction was, caused him to say, "This is it. I'm going into." He was near, the Oriole Park, and maybe he thought he was feeling like one of the O's, so he goes and gets a bat. I don't understand that. And so Erica says, why do they have guns if they are kids? Okay, Erica. I mean, this is the easy one. This is a layup. Okay, these squeegee kids, and they are kids, are on the corner doing a cash business. They're taking money on the corner. It's just like when you're shooting dice on the corner, right? Or you're doing some illegal activity. Folks that are selling drugs on the corner. Why do they have guns? They have guns because they're trying to protect themselves because they get cash. And they're trying to protect themselves from someone trying to rob them, someone trying to come at them with a knife, someone trying to come at them with the bat, somebody trying to do something to them. They have the gun for protection. They ain't out there sticking people up at the light. Come on, Erica. Right? Okay. She says that they're carrying cash and have to make it home safely. Shaquana says that. Absolutely. I mean, it's like, why? What do you mean? Why do people have guns, right? So, is the gun licensed? I don't know. But let's understand the reason why they have the gun is for protection. To just in case some random white person wants to come down with a bat and try to take somebody's hands off, right? Whatever they did, let's say that they kicked his car. Let's say they threw something at his car. Let's say that they called him some obscenity. Does that justify him getting out with the bat and swinging it at the kids? I don't know. I say no, right? This man put his life on the line. Field says that, remember, the system is not broken. It's working exactly how our masters wanted it to work. And I assume, Fields, that you're talking about the judicial system. It is working the way that it was designed to work, sadly. Those just tuning in, we are talking about squeegee kids, squeegee workers, those that are on the corner, predominantly young black males on the corner, trying to clean your windows very badly and aggressively. But ultimately, they want you to give them $1, whatever you can spare. And in Baltimore last week, sadly, downtown Baltimore, there was a tragic incident in which a motorist, an adult, got out of his car, grabbed a baseball bat, and swung it at a group of squeegee workers. Now, we don't know what the exchange was. I've seen a lot of people say, "Oh, this is what happened. My homeboy cousin, he was right there. He was in the next car." Gotcha. Right. Okay. We don't know just yet. Now, there is a lot of speculation. There is a lot of, because anytime something happens, they're going to blame it on the young black male, right? They're going to blame it on young black male. The 25-year-olds that was killed in Akron, Ohio, with 60 bullets in them, they said that was all these officers that just shot him up. That was their fault. He had no business turning around when he was running, right? An unarmed man turning around when he's running from the police was not turning around to shoot him because he didn't have no gun. He turned around because he's trying to gauge how far are the police away from me. Can I slow down, or do I need to put the turbo boosters on? That's why he turned around. And I'm talking about the young man that was killed, 25 years old, in Akron, Ohio, by the police 60 times. Now, here's what's so ironic. The same people that say it is good, he got what he deserved, the young man that was killed by the police, shot 60 times, they saying that he deserved that. But this white guy, adult, getting out his car, swinging a baseball bat at some kids, some young black males that was shot and killed. Oh no, he did not get what he deserved. These men were in fear for their life. The police, y'all say were in fear for their life. I'm just saying. Maybe they went to the police academy. Y'all feel different. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, at The Diamond K Show. Of course, onfire-tv.com. djdiamondk@gmail.com. Let me see. What Field says that in a few days, when the reward exceeds $50K, the Squeegee boy will inform his aunt so she can snitch and get the money. There is no honor among Squeegee. Oh, Fields. Oh, come on. That Fields, we need to have Fields on the goddamn on stage. That's kind of funny. Erica is saying, I just don't understand the purpose of them cleaning windows. We have window washer fluid and wipers. Oh my God. Erica, are you serious? Okay. And Erica, you work with less fortunate people, right? They're cleaning windows. It's not about cleaning the windows because they don't do a good job cleaning the windows. They don't do a good job cleaning the windows. It's not about cleaning the windows. It's about you donating to them and them wanting to keep their pride and say, I don't want you to just give me this money without me trying to do something to earn it. Right? That's what it's about. That's why they're cleaning the windows. It's not some obsession with cars. It doesn't really have anything to do with cars. It's, you know how when you were in high school, some kids sold the M&Ms? Or so there was always some kid that had the candy when they was in high school, right? It wasn't like they had this really big love for candy and I just want to be that. No, it wasn't that. It was just trying to get money, right? It was just trying to get money. Black people, we've always had to hustle. How can I have multiple streams of income? How can I flip some things, right? I see women all the time on Facebook selling jewelry, right? Ain't that they really love all this jewelry. They try and get some money and, this is a cool way to do it, right? That's what it is. That's what it's about. So when Erica says what many people say, which they don't understand, this is why. Right, and I think that it's good that Erica is saying that because that's what a lot of people probably think. Why are they doing this? What is the reason for this? And that's what it is. They are hustling, and as you know, you don't know what somebody's situation is or what this money is used for. So you have, depending on who it is, some people have some type of a substance abuse problem. Sometimes these kids, are in between homes, or there's a lot of different reasons, right? There's a lot of different reasons why. Why do women sell ass? I mean, there's a lot of different reasons why people do it, but it usually boils down to economics. Shaquana says exactly. Make it make sense. All right. Erica says it's a hustle. They're just trying to make some money instead of begging. Shaquana said that to Erica. Absolutely right. Field says, our parents and grandparents taught us, if you're white, you're right. If you're black, step back. In other words, it doesn't matter what the white man did to cause his own demise. I mean, let me say this. This white man definitely caused his own demise. He should not have gotten out of the car. I don't care what he said. Let this be a lesson to you all, white people and black people. Don't get out of the car with a baseball bat, going over to a group of kids or young adults, swinging, and you ain't playing for the Orioles or some other baseball team. There's a lot yet to be determined about this tragic incident. But Baltimore is at war with squeegee kids, but it's not really about squeegee kids. Baltimore is really at war with black men. Yes, at war with black men, unfortunately. So what happened, right? What happened here? This is something that has the potential to happen in other places, right? The victim, Tim Reynolds, can be seen holding a bat as he crosses 8 lanes of traffic to confront a group of squeegee kids. These squeegee kids had to be in fear for their lives. This adult's name, he's the victim because he, died. But he is seen holding a baseball bat, a dangerous weapon, as he crossed 8 lanes of traffic. He went out of his way to confront these squeegee kids. Oh, yeah, you was big and bad. He was big and bad until he wasn't. There is a report quoting witnesses saying that Reynolds became or appeared irate and was shouting at them. At that point, a large group comes toward him. Oh, you want the drama? Now you got it. This is what you said you wanted, right? You was talking all crazy a minute ago. Now you got what you said that you wanted. Now, here is what's ironic. He never actually struck them. He does swing the bat in their direction, though. One of the young people threw a rock at Reynolds' head, according to reports. Now, this is a police report. Police report said that Reynolds became disoriented by the rock and was shot by another squeegee kid. Sadly, 5 shots are heard in the video. Now, I do not, under any circumstances, condone the kids shooting him 5 times, whoever did it. What I am saying is that I really wish he hadn't got out of that car. Because now you have so many lives that are affected by this. This adult. Police Commissioner Michael Harrison, confirmed the existence of a video. So it's really sad. It's really sad because there's so many times where you have a moment and you make a decision, and that decision is a life-changing, life-altering decision. Around 4:30 p.m. on last Thursday, Reynolds drove his SUV through the intersection of Light and Conway Street, downtown Baltimore, right near the Inner Harbor. There was some type of heated interaction. We don't know the words that were said. Like I said, a lot of people speculating. We don't know the words that were said, but there was a heated interaction. He pulled over and got out the car. So somebody said something he didn't like. He gets out the car. He pulls over, gets out the car, has a baseball bat. Oh, he's tough. Oh, he's real tough. He confronts them and ultimately is shot. He was taken to the hospital where he later died. The young men fled. Police are still searching for them. So that's what happened. That's what happened. And there's some new video that could complicate any future argument of self-defense in this case, says an attorney. I don't know. I mean, they don't have the kid, the young man. Now, here's the other thing. Had Reynolds, the victim, the adult, had he lived, there probably would have been some legal liability because of his actions. Right? It's possible. You know, but you do have the uneven application of force. Now, of course, that only applies to civilians, right? Police, if they're in fear, it doesn't matter. They can just shoot you. You can have nothing in your hand, just turn your neck around, and they'll shoot you a million times. But we're talking about citizens on citizens. You know, the rules completely change. So it is just an unfortunate situation all around. And the scapegoats in this are going to be, sadly, people that had nothing to do with this, that can be less fortunate and are just on the corner trying to earn some money. So I'm sure that you know. Let me see. Fields, Fields got something to say. I went to Lake Clifton. I was the candy man. Okay, see, I was talking about candy earlier, and Fields says it. Right? He was hustling. He was at Lake Clifton. Shout out to Lake Clifton, East Baltimore. He was selling candy. Right. And you know, whoever had the candy, kids, oh, yeah, you got the M&Ms, you got this, you got that. Was doing that to get money. Right? Multiple streams of income. And Fields probably had another job. But in school, he was able to, make some extra money selling the candy. Erica says, Youth Works. There are so many youth services. They need to create entrepreneur programs for these young men. Enhancing their skills will benefit their future. That is true. Now, here's the thing. Spoken like a true, true advocate. Erica's such an advocate, right? You also have to understand that sometimes some young men don't want to conform to the parameters of these programs. Because sometimes they want to smoke weed. They want to wake up when they want to wake up. They want to jump through the hoops. That they want to do their own thing. So you're going to have some people that will get in these programs. And then you're going to have other people that are not interested in getting in those programs. Right? You're not going to be able to outlaw panhandling and actually enforce it. I mean, there's so many things. If the next Baltimore State's attorney is only focused on ending panhandling, ending panhandling, oh my goodness. Oh, they're real tough. Ending panhandling, right? 4 more years. Field says, just watch the rate of the speed this case will be solved. Sean Suter, why? Exactly. Will be solved according to this case. You're absolutely right. They are definitely. Yes. White people are in fear. I can't even drive. Through Vic Naraja, who I said I've invited to be on the show again. He's been on the show several times, but I'm looking forward to talking to him because he has made a proclamation that he's going to end squeegee kids in Baltimore if he is elected. And I want to talk to him about that. But I mean, he was talking about, we should be talking about Baltimore's historic winning record in the Orioles. Yeah, so you got my shirt on, right? We should be talking about that. We should be talking about this. How dare they desecrate the good standing thoughts of the Inner Harbor? That's crazy, right? Crazy. What Erica got to say? Erica says that the man was clearly wrong. His life is gone, and the person that shot him, life is gone as well. Well, that's if they catch him. I don't think they caught him yet. They have not caught whoever did the shooting, and they may not. But yes, the man was wrong. The man was dead wrong. DJ Cool Rod says, Diamond, stop capping for these knuckleheads. Okay. Okay, Cool Rod. How am I capping? Cool Rod, what have I said that is wrong? Okay, I said that squeegee kids are predominantly young black males. That's not cap. Okay, it happened in Baltimore near the harbor. That's not cap. These young men are trying to get money. That's not cap. And they have a gun because they're dealing with cash and they want to be able to protect themselves. And that is not cap. Oh, and this white guy should have stayed his butt in his car and instead of getting out the car because he got mad because of something that somebody said to him at the intersection and not swinging a bat. And had he stayed in the car, he would still be alive. That ain't cap. And there is a collection for the man that passed away as well. There's a GoFundMe for him, the victim. That is also not cap. Let's see. Shaquana, would GoFundMe be included in the because technically that's the same, just electronically. I don't know what you're talking about, Shaquana. He has a GoFundMe. What you talking about? Yes, he has. There is a GoFundMe. What do y'all say? Are y'all saying y'all want me to post a GoFundMe? That's gun is for sticking people up in their neighborhoods. Okay. No, there is no. Okay, no. Now, okay. You talking crazy right now, and I do understand that. What you mean now? No, that gun is not for sticking people up in their neighborhoods. The gun is for protection. You have a gun, DJ Cool Rod, as do I. It's not for sticking people up. Everybody has a gun. It's not for sticking people up. I'm talking about panhandling. I got you. Okay. Shaquana says panhandling, aka begging for money. Oh, I got you. Shaquana. Oh my goodness, I like that. So Shaquana is saying that she gonna go deep with it. Shaquana is saying he is mad at the Squeegee kids for panhandling, but he has a GoFundMe page and he's asking for money too, right? Oh, Shaquana, you are something else. That is a woman after my own heart. That is something else. Just tuning in, it's the Dominic K Show, of course, on fire-tv.com. I am here weekdays, and we are talking about Squeegee kids. Baltimore's ongoing war against the Squeegee kids. Oh, yes, this is the Squeegee kids. The biggest problem in Baltimore is Squeegee kids, according to some of these politicians. You solve the squeegee problem and everything's going to be okay in Baltimore. You let some of these politicians tell it. I don't agree, not one bit. Not one bit. DJ Cool Rod on YouTube says they have the wrong profession if they have to use a gun. They have the gun for protection. They got a gun for protection, right? Gun is for protection. Don't you feed into them stereotypes, Cool Rod. Come on now. Don't you do that. Don't you do that. There is a new coronavirus mutant that is raising concerns. And, it is not as potent as some of these others, but it is highly contagious. You're going to hear a lot of folks coming down with coronavirus, COVID-19. And that is something that is just going on. Let me see. What is Shaquana? Shaquana saying? Shaquana is okay. I am a healthcare worker. Okay, and she has one, right? And Shaquana, she ain't trying to stick nobody up. She said she's a healthcare worker. Okay, well, I guess she in the wrong profession. She need to be in another profession. If somebody come at Shaquana crazy, I'm sure she's gonna be ready to let a few go. And Cool Rod going to say I'm capping for her too. Say I'm Cool Rod. Cool Rod will call me out on anything. Half of it ain't true. Half of it is not true. Let me get this. All right. So for the last 16 years, the Baltimore Crown Awards has been connecting, developing, honoring, and promoting the Baltimore scene. Get your green clothes ready, formal, semi-formal, however you feel fly. The 2022 Baltimore Crown Awards is an emerald party. So you'll be rocking the green. All right. Nomination process is happening right now. This is going to determine the actual nominees for the show. They need your input. Visit thebaltimorescene.org. Tell them who should be nominated at the 2022 ceremony. They have a lot of great categories. Just a couple of them. Visual Artists of the Year, Retail, Makeup Artists, Movement of the Year, and so much more. Let your voice be heard. The 16th annual Baltimore Crown Awards goes down Saturday, November the 19th at the Garage, 6 Lafayette Avenue in Baltimore, Maryland. Hosted by Desi Alexander. As I said, thebaltimorescene.org or text 248-2596, the Baltimore Crown Awards. Looking forward to that. Shout out to Shinyer and the whole Baltimore scene. So we're talking about these squeegee kids and Baltimore's war against the squeegee kids. Oh, Baltimore, they'll talk about it. You hear Fox 45 here in Baltimore talking about it. I mean, there's a black politician. They're going to talk about them. Oh, they're going to negatively dumping on them. They dump on the squeegee kids. It's just a fiasco. The folks over at Fox 45 will have you thinking that, Marilyn Mosby and the squeegee kids have destroyed Baltimore. And her husband, they just destroyed Baltimore. They're the ones. The reason why Baltimore's having trouble is because of them. I think they're the ones that put those signs up about Brandon Scott too. I don't have definite evidence, but I have a suspicion that there's some of these. These. Have you seen them kind of milk carton kind of posters I've been seeing around Baltimore? And somebody put up with Brandon Scott's face on it, like a milk carton kind of thing. And I think Fox 45 has something to do with that. I don't have any proof, but I have a suspicion. So we talked about that. And, since we've been here last, polls have opened. Early voting is going on, and folks don't seem to be, that energized. Why? I don't know. I think folks are still trying to decide who they are voting for. Oh, this is sad. Like, why aren't folks activated, right? They don't know who they want to vote for. And it is really, really sad. It is really, really sad. Elections have consequences, and this election is very important. We definitely need folks to vote. I have a few candidates that I'm going to have on the show later on this week. There's still time, of course, for you to make your decision. I haven't decided who I'm voting for yet. I'm going to make my decision in the next few days. But as I said, we're going to be having some candidates on to talk about their candidacy, talk about the Maryland primary, which takes place July the 19th. So you still have time, obviously. You can do early voting. You can vote the day of. We're going to have our election special that night, starting at 8 p.m. when polls close. So I'm going to be joined by TJ Smith and some other folks for our election night coverage here in Maryland. Let's see. DJ Cool Rod says, then you pay their bail for having an illegal gun. If they were right, he wouldn't be on the run. Okay. What? No, I'm not paying his bail. The gun charge is the gun charge, right? And if they catch him, they catch him. But I mean, they have not caught him, or they haven't caught anybody. So I don't know. I don't know how that goes. But he definitely, I don't know whether or not his, what the deal was with the gun or any of that. I'm just saying that, when people play dumb games, they get dumb prizes. And unfortunately, someone lost their life. The Flywire and TFP Entertainment presents the 15th annual White Tie Affair. Flywire is back. Baltimore's biggest and most celebrated event goes down Sunday, July the 24th from 5 to 10 p.m. at Hammerjacks, the outdoor venue, 1300 Russell Street in Baltimore. After a 2-year wait, the party of the year returns. This is going to be another exceptional, fun, and elegant red carpet cocktail reception. Music by DJ Kibi, DJ Tons, and, of course, Super DJ Big L. Tickets on sale now. Hammerjacks.com. The attire, of course, is fly, sexy, and all white. Ladies, please make sure that your shoes are appropriate. Right? This is a gravel courtyard. So sneakers, sandals, wedges, and flats are highly recommended. Hammerjacks.com. Get your tickets for the Flywire all white affair. And okay. All right. I thought Fields, I recognized you from Brother Muhammad's show. Absolutely. And we're going to be talking to Brother Muhammad, obviously friend of the show. We're going to be talking to him real soon. We just need to schedule something. So I'm thinking after the election, we're going to chop it up, because we talked before the election, and maybe we need to have him on election night. Maybe we need to do that. Maybe we need to have Brother Muhammad on election night as well. We're going to see about that. I don't know how well TJ Smith and Brother Muhammad. I don't know whether they rocking with each other now. I need to check on that part. But yeah, I'm looking forward to election night coverage here, Baltimore. A lot going on, of course. DJDiamondK@gmail.com if you need to get in touch with me. On social media at The Diamond K Show. Of course, onfire-tv.com. I will be back here tomorrow. Of course, 10 a.m. The January 6th committee has another hearing, and we will be streaming that live. And tomorrow night, 6 p.m., I'm going to be talking about and recapping what we saw during the hearing. So looking forward to that. We'll be back here tomorrow. See you guys.
Visit onfiretv.com for live top stories, breaking news, and original shows.